Hey guys, it's Joe B, and this is part 2 on that soccer dad thing. So last Tuesday, Jason was sick. He had the sniffles and the cough and stuff, and you know how they say you don't go practice if you're feeling sick. So we stayed home. A lot of kids miss practices. That's the only practice that we've missed. So then Thursday we went to practice. Jason was still a little sniffly, but he's feeling good. He wanted to play, so he's trying. You know, he's going at it. He's a little slow. He's a little fuzzy. And the coach is just yelling at him. I mean, he yells at all the kids, but he's really yelling at Jason. Jason's not using the right foot or something, and the coach is just yelling. And Jason starts crying out there. He just can't handle it. So I go out there. I get him. You know, we sit him down. We give him some water. You know, I let him wear my hat and stuff. And then the coach starts yelling from across the field, like really loud, scary. I wouldn't want to go back out there. And he did it. He yelled about 3 or 4 times. And then we said, "Listen, this doesn't feel right. You want to go home?" And he said, "Yeah." So we just said, "No, we're good," and we packed up our chairs and we left. And then Saturday, um, wife took Johnny to the other soccer, so Jason and I walked up. Well, we tried to walk. We had to come back because we forgot the cleats. So the game was at 9:40. We probably showed up about 9:30, and he's running around. You know, checks in with the ref and everything. Everything is good. And all of a sudden, the coach comes over and he says, I can't play Jason." I'm like, "What do you mean you can't play Jason? What are you talking about?" He's like, "Well, he missed Tuesday, and you guys were late to warm up." And I'm like, "What are you talking about? Like, we're here. We checked in with the ref." And I'm like, "You know, if missing practice, he was sick. Like, what do you want?" And then he said, "Well, you left practice on Thursday." I said, he was crying. Like, we didn't want to say anything or start an issue or whatever, but he couldn't hack it. You know, we left. He's like, he's not playing. And then he runs off. And I'm like, this doesn't make any sense. I'm talking real loud at him. I'm like, why are you treating him like that? Why are you taking it on him? Like, is this because you don't like that you don't like that we don't like that you yelled at him? Like, stop yelling at the kids. And I'll tell you the creepiest part about it, all the other parents started pretending that I was like invisible or whatever. I know they saw the exchange and they heard what was up, but nobody would like acknowledge it and think that it was weird. So I started asking some of their dads. I'm like, "You think this is cool? Or are you down with this?" And they wouldn't even look me in the eye. They were just staring straight forward like robots. It was creepy. And this one little kid's dad, I said, he yells at your kid too. Like, are you down? You down with this? Like, what's going on? He's like, "What do you want me to say, man?" And it was weird. I asked one of the other dads. I'm like, "He's been yelling at your guy all season too." He's like, "He's been yelling at him for 4 years." I'm like, "This is crazy." All right, maybe sometimes the kids need to get toughened up a little bit with some yelling or whatever. But we choose when, and we choose how, and we choose by who. That coach doesn't have the right to demand that our kid shows up to practice and get yelled at. And what is this, the Army? You miss a Tuesday? I'll tell you, none of the other kids ever had to sit out a game this season. And we've only missed one practice. Those guys miss all the time. So we wrote a letter to the director, and you know, it is what it is. The guy never gave us any warning that we weren't going to play yesterday. He didn't email, he didn't text. It's like he wanted us to show up so that he could say no. I, we walked there. I don't, you know, soccer fail. I rub people the wrong way. I don't know. But when I butt heads with somebody who's just a bad person or whatever, and I don't take it, you know, I don't pretend that they're a good guy or whatever. I call him out for treating the kids bad, and he lashed out. Anyway, soccer update number 2. This is Joe B. Take care, guys.